Welcome back to Dark Love Psychology. Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt like you were constantly walking on eggshells? Where a simple conversation could suddenly turn into a complex emotional maze, leaving you feeling confused, guilty, or defensive. You might feel like you're losing an argument you can't even define, or that you're always the one to blame, even when you're not sure what you did wrong. This feeling of being emotionally outmaneuvered is more common than you think. It's a subtle, yet powerful dynamic that can shape the entire landscape of a partnership. At the heart of this dynamic is a simple truth. Emotions are powerful. They are the currency of our connections. And in relationships, emotions are often used, consciously or unconsciously, to influence behavior. This isn't always malicious. It's a natural part of human interaction. We use emotional expression to communicate our needs, our joys, and our boundaries. But when that influence becomes a tool for control, the balance of power shifts, often without a single raised voice. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on this intricate dance. We'll break down exactly how emotional control works, exploring the subtle tactics that can go unnoticed. We'll delve into the specific reasons why men, in particular, can be susceptible to these dynamics, often falling into patterns of appeasement without realizing it. And most importantly, we will examine how emotionally intelligent women can gain and maintain leverage, not through force or aggression, but through a sophisticated understanding of these very dynamics. Before we begin, it's crucial to set the right intention. This video is not about blaming women or painting them as manipulators. It is also not a guide for men to become cold or unfeeling. Quite the opposite. This is about fostering awareness and understanding the intricate emotional dynamics that exist in all relationships. It's about equipping you with the knowledge to recognize these patterns so you can navigate your relationship with clarity and strength, and most importantly, so you don't lose your frame. Chapter 1. Emotional influence is not the same as manipulation. Have you ever felt the entire mood of a room shift because of one person's silence? Or sensed a wave of tension roll in, even when no one has said a single angry word? This is the subtle, pervasive power of emotional influence. It's a fundamental part of how we connect, communicate, and navigate our social worlds. But when does this natural influence cross the line into something else? When does it become control? In this chapter, we'll explore a critical distinction. Emotional influence is not the same as manipulation. Understanding this difference begins with a key insight. Most emotional control is unconscious, not calculated. It's not about a grand villainous scheme. Instead, it's rooted in something far more instinctual. We are all constantly broadcasting our emotional state through tiny nonverbal cues: a slight frown, a shift in posture, the tension in our shoulders. And just as we broadcast, we also receive subconsciously tuning into the emotional frequencies of those around us. This is a natural human trait, the foundation of empathy. Research and social observation suggest that, on average, women are generally more emotionally expressive and socially attuned. This isn't a judgment, it's a description of a common dynamic. This heightened attunement means women often possess a more intuitive grasp of the emotional landscape of a relationship or a social setting. They can read the room, sense underlying feelings, and respond to nonverbal cues with greater speed and accuracy. This natural skill set allows them to powerfully influence situations through three primary channels: the overall mood they project, the tone of their voice, and their visible emotional reactions to events. These aren't tools they consciously pick up. They are simply the ways their inner state naturally manifests and impacts their environment. Herein lies a common point of misunderstanding. Men often mistake this potent emotional influence for innocence until they feel controlled. A man might perceive a woman's emotional state as a pure, unfiltered expression of her feelings, separate from him. He doesn't immediately see it as a force that is actively shaping his own feelings and actions. He experiences the effect, the sudden need to please, to fix, to de-escalate, without always recognizing the cause. Let's look at a classic example. A couple has a minor disagreement over dinner plans. The man thinks the issue is resolved, but later, he notices his partner has grown distant. A woman becomes quiet and withdrawn after the disagreement. She isn't yelling or making demands. Nothing is said, but the emotional shift is palpable. The warmth is gone, replaced by a quiet chill. This silent withdrawal creates an emotional vacuum, a tension that pressures the man to fix things, often without even knowing what is truly broken. He is responding not to a request, but to an atmosphere. He feels compelled to restore the peace, to bring back the warmth and connection he felt before. This is influence in its purest form. Just emotion. Chapter 2. Emotional withdrawal. One of the most common emotional control patterns is withdrawal. When warmth disappears, the brain seeks to restore connection. This creates anxiety, overthinking, compliance. Example, she suddenly becomes distant. The man apologizes, even if he didn't do anything wrong, just to restore emotional safety. Control is gained without confrontation. Chapter 3. Guilt and emotional pressure. Guilt is one of the most powerful and insidious tools of emotional manipulation. It's a heavy emotion, one that most people will do almost anything to avoid feeling. In a relationship, it can be weaponized to create a sense of obligation and control. This isn't about overt demands, it's about creating an environment where one person feels responsible for the other's happiness or unhappiness. The manipulator positions themselves as a victim of your actions, making you feel like the bad guy for having your own needs or desires. This creates a powerful, unspoken pressure to comply. Subtle guilt often sounds like this: "I guess I just care more than you." Or the classic, "Do whatever you want. It's fine. I'm used to it. I thought we were a team. Never mind, I'll just do it myself." Notice the pattern. These phrases don't directly accuse you of wrongdoing. Instead, they apply emotional pressure by implying you are selfish, uncaring, or disappointing. It's a form of passive aggression that frames your independence as a personal attack on them. This is pressure without accusation. It's designed to make you question your own judgment and feel responsible for their emotional state. Let's look at a brief scenario. Imagine the man had plans to go out with his friends. His partner says, "Do whatever you want. I'll just stay here alone, I guess." There's no direct command to stay, but the cause, his desire to see his friends, is now linked to an effect: her supposed loneliness and disappointment. To avoid the heavy feeling of being the bad guy who abandoned her, he changes his behavior. He cancels his plans. He wasn't forced, but he was masterfully guided. His guilt, not his own free will, controlled the outcome. This is the core of emotional pressure, making someone choose what you want, while letting them believe the choice was theirs. Chapter 4. Emotional escalation and drama. Some women escalate emotions when they feel powerless. Raised voices, tears, or dramatic reactions shift the balance. Men often respond by backing down, explaining excessively, giving an example. A calm disagreement turns emotional. The man gives up his position just to restore peace. Emotion wins. Logic exits. Chapter 5. Why this works on men. Men are conditioned to fix problems, restore harmony, avoid emotional discomfort. Women who express emotion intensely trigger that instinct. Control doesn't come from strength, it comes from emotional leverage. Example, a man prioritizes her feelings over his boundaries. Repeatedly, that's where power shifts. Chapter 6. The difference between healthy emotion and control. Healthy emotion communicates feelings clearly. Emotional control uses feelings to change behavior indirectly. Healthy, "I feel hurt because of this." Control, silence, guilt, pressure, escalation. Knowing the difference protects your frame. Chapter 7. How men lose power emotionally. Men lose emotional power when they react emotionally, over-explain, chase reassurance, abandon boundaries. The strongest response is calm emotional stability. Example, instead of fixing her emotion, you stay centered and let her emotion pass. That removes leverage. Women don't control men with emotions. Men give control away by reacting to them. Stay calm. Hold your frame. Respond. don't react. If you want more psychology-based insights like this, subscribe and watch the next video. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video.